With Andile Mqetama to hear from his point of view what took place during that argument. Let's take another listen in to what transpired in Parliament a few moments ago.
Complex.
Yes. We're not afraid of you. 16. Go. Foot back. Go. Foot back. Go. Foot back. Pelagani. Asukala ngomda. Pasanga ngomda. Asukala. Don't come here. Don't
Superiority complex.
Yes. We're not afraid of you. 16. Go. Foot back. Go. Foot back. Go. Foot back. Pelagani. Asukala ngomda. Pasanga ngomda.
I think we must put it absolutely clear that BLF was all the time peaceful, and we participated rationally in the debates. They were very robust debates. But what we think happened is that the deputy chairperson felt that we have exposed white monopoly capital and those that supports it, including his party, the Communist Party. And he needed to basically shift the focus of the debate. He didn't want our presentation to end up with a clear message. He wanted to basically disrupt all that. The whole committee was disrupted by the deputy chair, who did it, in our view, to defend white monopoly capital. We came out very strong about the need to expropriate and to defeat and to destroy white monopoly capital, which is basically his political and economic base. Together with the Communist Party, we know now they are fighting President Zuma in defense of white monopoly capital. What we saw happening inside there is the Communist Party defending white monopoly capital. We have presented, I believe, a very rational argument why monopoly capital must be expropriated, why land must be expropriated. We even relied on the ideas of Professor Malikani to give content to our presentation, which we believe made a lot of sense. But because it affects the interests of white monopoly capital, the deputy chairperson could not hold it and he lost it. Everybody saw it, he lost it. He can see that the message and the consensus is developing, which shows that the problem in this country is white monopoly capital. The problem is not the Guptas, the problem is not Zuma, the problem is white monopoly capital, the problem is the Oppenheimer family, the problem is the Johan Rupert family, and the top 10 white families that control South Africa. And that's where we were going with our presentation, and making very clear proposals around the black banks, state bank, expropriation of the Reserve Bank, and supporting a new dispensation. So he is of the old order. He wants to maintain the status quo. He wants to protect white capital. That is why he was fighting for white capital. That's all it is. He's fighting for white capital. And we are fighting for black people.
And Andile, in your view, do you think that the chair, or rather the committee, is biased, judging from what happened inside throughout the morning?
The comrade who was chairing, I think she's fair. I think there were moments where we had disagreements, but we resolved that moment. And when she had mistakenly said that time was taken from my presentation, which she then corrected to say time was not taken. But we have resolved that. Therefore, it's surprising that at the end, Karim stands up and raises matters which were resolved a long time, because he wanted something. He needed an excuse to attack us, an excuse to belittle us, an excuse to humiliate us, an excuse to make our message sound irrational. That's all, because we had presented, I think, a very clear case for why there must be radical transformation in this country.
With the disruption, Andile, do you think that your message was sent out clearly to the masses, or do you think that the disruption basically has caused some sort of interference, and now people focus and divert their attention to the disruption between you and the co-chair?
Well, yes, that's what the co-chair wants. That's what Karim wishes for, that the people must not listen to what we have said, but rather to listen to his drama, here to perform like a proper bodyguard of white monopoly capital, threatening us, and so that is his agenda. What we hope our people would do is to recognize it for an agenda of diverting attention from the fact that we have a serious battle in this country today. President Zuma has made a clear call: land expropriation without compensation. Black First, Land First support President Zuma. We also completely object and oppose imperialism that wants to get rid of President Zuma so that somebody like Ramaphosa, who we know is responsible for the murder of workers in Marikana, can take over. There is, in the ANC, particularly the ruling, the part of the alliance, the Communist Party and the COSATU, who are siding with white monopoly capital. That's what happened today. And Karim's response and reaction was partly part of an attempt to make sure we don't go there, we don't expose them for what they are, that they are there to serve the interests of white monopoly capital. They have lost the debate. I mean, that is the big question. That is a big issue. The Communist Party, COSATU, defenders of white monopoly capital have lost the debate. Now they are losing their minds and they are behaving like hooligans. That man behaved like a hooligan completely. In fact, we believe he behaved like Gandhi. You know, Gandhi, long time ago, he called black people kafirs because he has this kind of superiority complex. Today it came out, that tribalism of Karim. But it's because he has lost the debate. They have lost the debate. We are on the right side of the debate. Our people want change. They want it now. We want radical transformation. We want the economy in our hands. We want the land in our hands. We want to destroy white monopoly capital and white corruption. Those are the big questions on the table, and those are what we're going to go for.